Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Front Mission First. Last time, we completed a 3-mission series to liberate Freedom City. We got a new pilot for our squad, an arena champion named Kong. Off screen, excuse me, I fought a whole lot of battles in the arena to get my money back above what it was even after re-outfitting most of my wanzers. I've decided I really like that Winnie Plus rifle. Hitting twice for a pretty good amount of damage is a superb compromise between just hitting once really hard and machine guns that hit 4 times for a really pathetic amount of damage each time. The only person whose mech I haven't updated is Kong's. That's because I don't know if I'm going to use Kong. Just because he's another short specialist, and we already have Meihua as a short specialist. We know more about her as a character, not that character development has been much of a focus of this game so far, which is fine. It's more of a mech strategy game, so it doesn't bother me if there's not a lot of character development. But we at least know a little bit about Meihua. She's searching for her brother. She's been with the team for a few missions, had some dialogue. We know nothing whatsoever about Kong. So I'm presuming that we're not going to have enough slots to deploy every single one of these characters. If I turn out to be wrong, then, I don't know, I guess we can go back and outfit him. We'll see. So let's head to the bar. I don't think we've done that here yet. I don't know. I just buy whatever is the best available equipment myself. I don't even pay much attention to what it is. I mean, he's not that much of an arena beast. I defeated him on the first try. Don't approve of arena gambling, Kira? Oh, is that going to become relevant? Are we going to have a mission to prevent the UCS from destroying the dam or something? Okay, well, let's head to the military ward and presumably get our next mission. Sounds simple enough, in theory. Long load time this time. Here we go. Oh, we get some forlorn piano music. You're responsible for this? Really? Royd, are you the one who, like, led an attack on this town or something? Or are you just blaming yourself when it's not really your fault, in the manner of anime protagonists? Well, that's quite the group of enemies, but they're very spread out, so I'm not too concerned. Well, that's pretty sad, guys. If one civilian Wanzer took out a whole advanced squad. So are we going to be recruiting Molly? Okay, as I thought. We can't bring all 11 of our teammates, we can only bring 10. Which means I did exactly the right thing outfitting 10 of my 11 wanzers. I legitimately didn't know that. I didn't check it or anything. But it was just sort of a suspicion of mine. And yeah, having 2 long specialists, which is apparently Han and Paul, that sounds useful. Having multiple melee specialists sounds less so. So if I have to neglect one of my pilots, Kong is sort of at the top of the list right now. Sorry about that, Kong, but that's just how it is. So Molly is marked as an ally. We won't be having to fight her then, I guess. Enemies really spread out. I almost feel like I could actually split my squad into 2 groups of 5. And maybe I should, to make things a little more efficient. Even though ordinarily I like to keep my whole team together. Might not be necessary here. Okay. Well, let's send 1 specialist in each direction. So Paul can go this way, and Hans will go this way. Get a little bit more of an overhead view. Another neat location to fight in, by the way. Destroyed Desert Town. I like it quite a bit. Okay, Frederick will also head this way to back up Paul. Meihua. And Natalie. So that's 4. That'll probably be enough. Because there's 2 enemies and 2... Well, okay, 2 and 3. And in this direction, they're more concentrated. So sending the bulk of my force to the north makes sense to me. We'll see. Hopefully I don't regret breaking the rule I usually follow and splitting my forces like this. Molly's just going for it. UCS gets some surprisingly heroic sounding music for their turn. Okay, Molly is disabled immediately. Okay, could I have even prevented this? How did she take out your advanced force? She's nothing. No offense to you, Molly, but I don't see how I could have prevented that. So if I was supposed to stop her from getting taken out, I don't know how. Well, we'll find out. I am guessing that was unavoidable. The game understands it was unavoidable, and I'm not going to get penalized for that. She definitely looks to me like a recruitable character. But we'll see. Alright, let's start taking these guys out. I guess thanks for taking some hits for me, Molly. I don't mean that in quite the very rude way it sounds. Oh yeah, should I just do no guide? Just kind of let the shots land where they want? Let's do that. There, that way they'll get spread out. Because I don't want to just go straight for the kill all the time, as the tip during the loading screen told us. You lose out on experience that way. So the newest missile launcher that's available in the shop, the Goldius, is better than the Egret, but only has 2 shots, whereas the Egret has 3. And I somewhat I mean, obviously there's limits to this principle, but I somewhat value having more shots available over, like, being slightly more powerful. So I decided to stick with the egret for most of my characters. However, Paul's a special case because he has a missile launcher on each shoulder, so I went ahead and replaced one of them with a Goldius. Oh, there's an enemy up there. This group of 4 is going to have to fight more enemies at once than I realized. Oh well. I believe in their ability to handle it. Don't let me down, guys. Actually, let's move Natalie first. There, just wanted to make sure I could get her into position where I wanted her. Okay, well done to you, Natalie. Well done to you. Making her fight next to Frederick, who she is not the biggest fan of, amuses me slightly. I guess I have just a little bit of a sadistic streak. Guys, what is going on? None of you can hit the broadside of a barn all of a sudden. That guy's totally disabled, so let's not make him the priority. Here's my other ranged specialist, who likewise got an egret and a Goldius. Weaken this guy, Keith. You're high enough level as it is. Don't want you running ahead of everybody. See if JJ can take this guy down, or at least totally disable him. Well, the answer was no, but somewhat disabled. My mechs are a little cooler looking now. Well, the disabled guys are trying to retreat. Wait, did I not equip... Oh yeah, the Winnie Plus, sorry. I derped out and forgot the Winnie Plus is the gun. For a second I was afraid I hadn't equipped JJ with a gun. It was just a derpy moment. I'm recording this somewhat late at night on a work night, so... only gonna have time to record one video for this sitting. Not that that makes any difference to my uploading schedule whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty good. That seems quite a bit better than the 4-hit machine guns we've been using. Wow, this supply truck is just going for me. Using the supply trucks offensively. Fascinating. That's a strat. I mean, heck, I suggested they use that strat. Apparently they're taking me up on that idea. Royd, chase down these retreating guys. At this point, just take him down. Or totally whiff, that's an option too. That's also an option. Alright, let's get some shorts in here. Man, why are my guys struggling to hit these enemies so much? Good grief. Yeah, I really like this wrecked desert town environment. Good atmospherics. Sets a nice mood. Oh, let's see. Who is this? This is Keith. He's level 12. Well, okay, Frederick's lagging. JJ's not really lagging anymore, I just noticed. He's 11. That's pretty good. But yeah, Frederick's lagging pretty bad at this point. Take this guy down if you can. There you go. Nice work. Alright, sure. You want to get up close and personal with Meihua? Punch him to death, Meihua. Or whiff. A lot of whiffing going on. Alright, Paul. I believe in you. Show us how it's done. Don't hold back. Use the Goldius. There we go. Alder, you're only level 10. See if you can take the kill. Well, he disabled it anyway. And gained a level. Alright, Hans. Finish the job if you can. And he can. Excellent. Not a strong need to resupply right now, with 2 shots available. So go ahead and start working this guy. This seems way too easy, right? I'm not crazy. I feel like surely another group of enemies is going to appear. Or maybe I'm just way too powerful. Maybe I have done too much cheesy arena spamming. And I need to cool it, or I'm going to make the game too easy. That's possible. Yeah, they're trying to repair. Oof. Took quite a hit to the legs. Looks like I split my forces fairly intelligently, I think. Just punch it, Meihua. Don't miss this time. What did I just say, Meihua? That's not what I told you to do. That's the opposite of what I told you to do, Meihua. I think you need to learn to obey orders a little better. Alright, finish him. Finish him. Ryuji, you're not doing a great job of obeying orders either. I'll just point that out. Okay, Natalie's lagging a bit too. Take this kill if you can. She's been lagging for a little while. Well, decent experience, I suppose. Maybe I should have my weakest characters spend a little more time in the arena than the others. Alright, Keith. You're one of my aces, level-wise at least, so... That said, approach it a little cautiously. Let's just not throw him in the middle of 3 enemies. There we go. Alright, Frederick, what can you get done? Not a lot. Huh, with all this derping, it's a good thing I have all you guys in these OP mechs. That's all I can say. Mehua, what are you doing? You can't hit anything. This is very disappointing. I was expecting much better. At least Paul can hit something. Are you doing on ammo? 2 shots. That's pretty good. Get in there, Alder. Okay, that was a pathetic amount of damage for some reason. Can Hans do better? Well, he took the kill. And that's another character learning guide. I'll take it. So the reason I know this much, even though I'm very far from being an expert at this game, as I have said, one thing I do know is the reason it gives you the option to skip learning a skill is because each character only has so many skill slots. So, if you're just not interested in a particular skill for a character, then you select skip, and leave the slot open for one that maybe you'll be more interested in later on. Who's this? This is JJ, I think? Yeah. Alright, go ahead and take this kill, JJ, that's fine. Superb. And can Royd get the other guy? Let's just do no guide. Well, he's totally disabled anyway. Okay, this is Frederick, I think. Go ahead and counter with the Winnie Plus. Pretty uneventful exchange. I'll give you one more chance to actually land a hit with your hand rod. There you go, you did it. Your legs are nearly destroyed, but... Okay, let's see if our clown show squad down here can actually accomplish something this turn. Okay, nice work, Natalie. And that's a level. Good. And try to kill it with your hand rod, Mehua. Finally. We salvaged a shield, which may be better than the shields I currently have equipped on my team. How's Paul doing for ammo? 2 left in the egret. Hey, and that's 3 people with guide now. Royd and both of my long specialists. Alright, well, let's just start duking it out with these two. Well, that could have been more impressive, I'll be honest. Han still has one shot left in each of his missile launchers. So let's pull him back a little bit. And Goldie assists guy in the face. No guide. That was pretty good. Pee-wee, get in there, show us your power. Why can't you attack? Oh, because that's an ally standing there. He can't get at them. How sad. Alright, well, just stay where you are then. Okay, and now this group. And of these enemies remaining up here, and I'm not even kidding, the most annoying one to deal with may be the enemy supply truck. So JJ gets started on that thing. Good. Alright, Royd. I'm feeling reasonably safe with this situation, so get in there and actually use a short-range weapon a bit. Oh, he actually had a couple hit points left on his arm, so he was able to counterattack. Oh well, that's fine. Youch. And Ryuji with the kill. And that's a level. Excellent. Keep working this thing, JJ. Nice. Ryuji, get in there. Get a couple hits on it as well. Fails to take the kill, nearly gets his arm blown right off. Well done, Ryuji. Now Royd's gonna have to clean up your mess, when I was hoping to send him to reinforce the other group. Pause for a cough there. I've exhausted my supply of cough drops, alas. Alright, the clown squad's got a bit of catching up to do to join the rest of the team. They finally dealt with the situation down there. Took them a while. They still have some ranged attacks left, so that's good. Meihua, you whiffed again. You've been having such a terrible fight. You can't hit anything. Alright, Paul, clean up the mess. Paul nearly out of long-range ammo. No guide. Just let it land where it lands, or land nowhere at all. Or that. I can't just mock Meihua. A lot of my characters have been having a hard time hitting anything. Oh. Oh, you know about us. and realize you're screwed. Oh, that was quite a good hit. Whoa! Alright. The commander is actually a bit of serious business, it seems. There we go, at least Hans can land some hits. Alright, Keith, this is a worthy opponent for you. Do I really want to get Pee-wee in there? Sure. How funny would it be if he took the kill on the enemy commander? Kinda wasteful though, huh? Maybe I'll have him attack this guy. Okay, that didn't accomplish much. The enemy didn't accomplish much either. Ow. Oh, Pee-wee does more damage than that guy does with his machine gun. Can't quite get the angle I want, it seems. Well, this'll do, I guess. Right, really running away with the levels, but I'm fairly okay with that. With the main character. Not a bad thing for him to be tough. Alright, Ryuji, I'm giving you a chance to take a kill on a guy who should be worth a lot of XP, and you messed it up. Ryuji, you screwed up again. I don't just want Keith to take the kill. Well, we are taking this guy apart in the slowest manner possible, like a bunch of sadists. Or like we're milking him for XP, which is the correct thing to do, of course. Alright, Natalie and Frederick, you guys get first dibs to try to finish this guy off. Let's see. Yeah, Paul, go ahead and take the kill. If you can. He can. Meihua still has another long-range shot left. Get the commander if you're able to. She got him. And gained a level. We got a Leo Social, but we know that those are underwhelming. Alright, Cowboy. Take this guy down if you can. Nope. Alright, Pee-wee fighting is funny. But probably not the correct decision from the point of view of getting experience to people who should be getting experience. So move aside and let Hans try to take the kill. Like so. And will Keith finish it off? That's a yes. Keith in the jerry can. True killing machine. Oh, that was an easy mission. I may have a pretty OP squad from a little too much arena farming. I really maybe should cool it a little bit so that I don't make the game trivially easy. Okay, so it's not that Royd commanded a squad that burned this town to the ground. He blames himself for starting this war because he was in charge of the squad where that research facility got destroyed and kicked the war off. Royd, I have a feeling you're really inappropriately assigning blame to yourself here. I don't think any reasonable person would say that you're responsible for starting this war. Also, Molly, if you have decent insight at all, you should realize that Royd's just doing that thing that angsty main characters do, where he's inappropriately blaming himself. Okay, well, welcome to the team, I guess. We get an angry, overweight, middle-aged lady who lost, like, all her family and friends, so I feel pretty sorry for her. But, just having someone on the team who's here because she wants to see me dead, I don't know about that. That doesn't seem great. Whatever. We go back to freedom, I suppose. Unless I have a guide that tells me I should do something else, because I kind of feel like I should check guides now to make sure I don't accidentally trigger a ton of missions in a row. It looks like I'm safe. I think I can just go to freedom. With what business? It's very vague, Keith. Okay, wow, Natalie. Turning on bitch mode a little bit? Jeez. Okay. Huh? Yeah, excuse me? Oh, I see. Why? What's going on? Why? Are they idiots? Are they just doing this for bonus pay or something? I guess they were doing that when we first met them, too. Okay, you know, I take back my earlier comment, Natalie. You were absolutely in the right to be bawling them out and mocking them. You were correct, and I apologize. But that's going to have to wait until next episode. Oh wow, we even get dramatic chanting for this BGM. Alright, well that's going to do it for this one. Next time we run after our two dumbass teammates who are running off by themselves without the rest of the entire squad because they want to get some bounty money or something. I'll see ya then.